Just when it started to look like Quadajah Johnson might be heading toward release, the state stepped in and hit pause. Prosecutors have officially filed what's called a stay. Now let's break that down in simple terms because a lot of people are getting this wrong. This is not a win. This is not a loss. It's a strategic move. When everyone else is reacting, we're focusing on the facts. Let's get into it. So here's what's happening. The state has filed a motion to stay the mandate. That basically means they're asking the appellate court to pause its own ruling. And what was that ruling? It was the decision that could have allowed Quadajah Johnson to be released before trial, or at least get a new detention hearing. But now the state is saying, hold on, don't move forward just yet. Give us time to challenge this. So instead of that ruling taking effect immediately, everything is now on pause. And as of right now, nothing changes. Quadajah Johnson is still in custody. Let's clear up the confusion, because there's a lot of it online. The appellate court saying she could be released does not mean charges were dropped. And it definitely does not mean she was walking free today. On the flip side, the state filing this stay does not mean they've won anything either. This is simply a legal pause, a move by prosecutors to keep her detained while they continue fighting. Think of it like hitting the pause button in the middle of a game. Now here's where it gets important. The appellate court now has to decide. Do they grant the stay or deny it? If the stay is granted, Quadajah stays in jail, at least for now. The state gets more time to push back and even take this to a higher court if they want. But if the stay is denied, then the original ruling kicks in. The case goes back to the lower court, and that's when we could see a new detention hearing or possible release conditions. So, this decision right here, it matters a lot. Now let's go deeper, because there's another layer most people are missing. The appellate court's decision right now is what's called a slip opinion.
And that's key.
Because a slip opinion is not final. That means the same court that made this ruling can still change it. Yes, change it. And here's why that matters. The state has up to 21 days to file a petition for rehearing. That's basically them going back to the same judges and saying, you got this wrong and here's why. At that point, the court has three options. They can leave the ruling exactly as it is. They can modify parts of it. Or, in rare cases, they can completely rewrite it. Now, connect that back to the stay. The state is essentially saying, pause everything while we prepare this challenge. Because if the ruling gets enforced now, and then later gets changed, it creates a legal mess. So the court might grant the stay just to keep control of the situation. Now here's something else that makes this even more interesting. This decision was not unanimous. There was a dissenting judge. And that matters a lot. Because that dissent gives the state a roadmap. It shows that at least one judge already agrees with their argument. Justice Mitchell strongly disagreed with releasing Quadajah Johnson. He argued that this wasn't just a personal dispute, it was an act of extreme public violence. A daytime shooting, on a busy street, near school, an unarmed victim, multiple gunshots, and behavior afterward that, in his view, showed a lack of restraint. He made it clear, he believes this shows an ongoing threat to the community. He also pushed back on the idea that release conditions like ankle monitors or restrictions would be enough to prevent future violence. In his opinion, they wouldn't. He argued that the seriousness of a case outweighs the fact that the defendant may not have a violent history. And he warned that not detaining her could weaken the system itself. His bottom line? Quadajah Johnson should remain in custody because the risk to public safety is still there. So while people online are celebrating or panicking, here's the truth. Nothing is final yet. This case is still moving, still evolving, still being fought on both sides. Right now, we are in a waiting period. The next big update will come when the appellate court decides on that stay. And when that decision drops, it could change everything. So don't jump to conclusions just yet. This isn't the end of the story. We're right in the middle of it. And I'll keep breaking it down so you don't have to guess what it all means. If you found this helpful, drop a like, share it, and subscribe for more real breakdowns, no fluff, just facts. And let me know in the comments. Do you think the court will grant the stay? Or deny it and move toward release?
Let's talk about it.